Hello, my friend. How are you? As an entrepreneur, I'm sure you face distractions and roadblocks towards achieving your dreams, success, and meeting your goals. It's very important to stay focused and stop being distracted. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the strategies that you can adopt to keep yourself indistractable, so to say. Now, what is indistractable? Indistractable is a book by Nir Eyal, a behavioral psychologist. He's an Israeli based out of US and he does teach at US universities. And I read this bestseller of a book called Indistractable. And I believe it will be incredibly useful to you to have a look at this book and check it out. Now, what are the strategies you can adopt? First thing, you must understand why is it that you're getting distracted. One of the basic reasons why you could be getting distracted is a lack of a strong why. Why are you doing what you are doing? If it's not strong enough, if it is not motivating enough for you to drop everything else and focus just like a laser on what you need to do, then you are distractible. Now, if you need to if you have a strong why, you're going to be indistractable. That's one of the first things, one of the basic things that you need to have. Now, time management is pain management. Now, if you don't manage your time, time will manage you. If you don't have a plan, an agenda for the day, for what you want to achieve, you will become part of somebody else's agenda. Now, guard your time, especially your working time, your focus time, very, very possessively, carefully. Don't allow others to come in and dictate. So, one of the things you could probably do is put your phone on silent mode and then respond to only those calls at a particular time when you are not doing focused work. Set a time for email, set a time for answering phone calls, meetings, and I prefer to be at my productive best in the morning. So all my focused work gets done in the morning. I don't answer, I don't look at the phone even. And it's on silent in the morning, and it's only post lunch that I start having meetings, calling people, talking to people, and responding to phone calls. Because once you get into emails, phone calls, these are distractions that will take you into their world of their own. And you'll suddenly find if you just wanted to just check one WhatsApp message, you'll end up spending an hour. That's how they are meant to be, drawing your attention and grabbing your attention and keeping your attention focused on whatever is the app that is there. It's a psychological thing. There's a psychology behind how an app is designed, how all these gadgets are designed. They're meant to draw your attention and keep it. So that's one of the things you need to be aware of, and that's one of the primary things that you need to look at. And also, how many apps do you have on your phone? Today, a smartphone is indispensable to most of us as entrepreneurs. But this also takes away a lot of time and energy by getting us involved in things which are frivolous and which don't really need our productive time. So, if you have not used some of these things, just remove them and delete them, uninstall them, basically. Second, clean up your physical and digital space. Now, when it means cleaning up your physical space, see what are the clothes, what are the things that you haven't used in the last year or so. Put them into a box and leave it in a secluded corner of your house or office. If you don't use it for the next 6 months, then you know that you don't need it. Throw it then. Okay, give it away. Same for clothes, same for all your, uh, you know, other requirements of daily life. Try and get into minimalism so that you just use what's necessary minimally, and it's also not a burden on the uh, ecology as well, right? So that's one. Second thing is clean up your inbox and clean up your desktop. Uh, for instance, there is a tool called SaneBox. I'll provide the uh, link in the description below, and you can look at SaneBox. It's a powerful tool which can regulate the content that comes into your mailbox. You can either move it into, uh, if you don't want, if you are facing a lot of spam, push that into a black hole. It just goes in and it never gets to your inbox ever. If you want something to be, not so important, put into a, you know, delete after 30 days kind of thing, or delete after a week, you can do that. If you want something to be archived, you can do that automatically. These create rules and automatically execute them when an email comes into your mailbox. So you will find that you will reduce 2 to 3 hours every week on a minimum when you use this tool. And also there's a free option, there's a paid option, up to you. A free option is something that you can use, it gives you basic this one, but with a paid option you can use up to 4 mailboxes which you can link and use this. I use the paid option. Okay, so this is about time management. And also you can use the Pomodoro technique for deciding and prioritizing what is important, what is less important, and accordingly choose to execute on those tasks. So there is a tool that I've used earlier and it's called Focus Matrix. You can use that. I'll provide a link to that tool as well in the description below. It's a paid tool. It's available for Mac OS. I'm not too sure if it's available for Windows as well, but you can check it out. Now, you need to deal with the distraction from within. Now, what do I mean by this? If you look at distractions, you need to hold yourself accountable and responsible for not being distracted for that particular focused point of time. If you say for 15 minutes, I'm going to do something without distraction, it means anything else other than that task is not going to be looked at. That is calling for a certain level of discipline to dealing with the distraction within. Now, what are the internal triggers? Look at some of the internal triggers that you may have and try to see if you can handle those triggers. Okay. And you need to you should control the inputs, not the outcomes. That's most important. And hack back work interruptions, email I gave you, group chat. I don't look at WhatsApp in the morning at all. I only look at WhatsApp post lunch. And this is something that I find works very well. You can also have pacts or the power of pre-commitments. So if you or your family member or co-worker wants to have a discussion with you, they do that in a specific time slot, not when they think they want to talk to you. So this is something that you can do with effort packs, with pre-commitments, and uh, you can even put a price to the time that you, let's say, 1 minute of your time, what is it worth in terms of revenue? You can put a price. Or if you break that pact, you pay that fine, and that fine goes to charity. And it's typically something very uh, costly to break that pact. So that way you are preventing yourself from breaking that pact. And also, it's very important to have uh, a space where you can even talk. Let's say you're working in an office, a colleague comes and just starts a chat and starts talking, and before you realize half an hour is gone, or you take a coffee break and with them, and you realize half an hour is gone. Now you need to chunk your times. Your focus time is yours and yours only. Nobody else can distract you. Nobody else can interrupt you when you are doing something focused. And you can keep times for socializing in the office, for meetings and other things, so that you are able to be incredibly productive during the day. I hope this uh, gave you some ideas. The book Indistractable by Nir Ayal is a very powerful book, and I'd highly recommend it. Check out the link below, and you'll be getting all the links and details for your future journey towards being indistractable. Thank you, and have a nice day.